matchup. This is our last Jiu-Jitsu matchup under the EBI rules. This one is in the middleweight division. Entering first, out of the blue corner, Gabb.
Now has come the day that I take the lead and I make you follow. Toast champagne, 'cause I came for free and I want tomorrow. If it feels good, then it feels good, and I do it all day. You won't be afraid. Your best bring your brain, your best bring your money. Make me a superstar.
And now, entering the red corner, Roque Orellana.
What was angry, sir? Huh? That's what I want to know. Man fucking bust shots at you, and I know about it. It's fucking mad. I'm finding that immediately.
When I pull up, they hear this sound. They know what's going down. We're like Sully, summerhouse bully. I'm known in town. You thought that the beat died down. No way I'm forgetting it. If you bust shots at me, I can't let bygones be bygones like bygones. Trying to make them ego. When I pull up, they hear this sound. They know what's going down. We're like Sully, summerhouse bully. I'm known in town. You thought that the beat died down. No way I'm forgetting it. If you bust shots at me, I can't let bygones be bygones like bygones. Trying to make them ego. My gang got pushing beef. Them man not pushing cap. Backstab don't care if he's sent from young like Jamie and Gate. He'll still get back. I'm pushing 3.5 or 3 first score. Moroccan blood for crack. But the local telling me once more say 9 in a bit like Jack. He said he's a top boy, but that makes sense. Cause when he saw my face.
And now, for our next bout of the evening. This is a Jiu-Jitsu matchup in the middleweight division. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, this athlete is a Jiu-Jitsu fighter and weighed in at 170 pounds. He stands 5 feet, 10 inches tall, and it is Pro FC Jiu-Jitsu debut from Santa Elena, Belize, out of Don't Blink Jiu-Jitsu, representing Team Ascension. Let's give a warm Orange Walk welcome to Jan, the Karate Kid Gabb. And his opponent, out of the red corner, this athlete weighed in at 175 pounds. He stands 6 feet, 1 inches tall, and has a record of 1 win with 0 losses. From Orange Walk Town, out of the War Training Center, let's give a warm Orange Walk welcome to Rocky Orellana. And your referee for this contest is Jose Medina.
All right, now for our last of the Jiu-Jitsu bouts this evening, we've got Roque Orellana versus Jan Gabb. Gabb put on a great performance in his last in the last Pro FC and MMA. Let's see how he does in Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of rolling with both of these guys, so I'm super excited to see how they play off with each other.
Yeah, Gabb's been training for about a year now. He comes from a karate background. I'm not sure. I don't know much about Rocky. What do you say?
He's one of the first fighters from WAR. He was one of the original crew, so he's been training for at least 2.5 years. He's a solid blue belt. A lot more experience than Jan, but Jan really wants this bad. He trains a lot, and he's a very hard worker, so let's see how he's able to apply his game plan here.
So we got a blue belt, white belt matchup here. I mean, it's one of those things. Like, is it better to be the higher rank, or is it better to be the lower rank? Right? It's one of those things where when you're the higher rank, you feel the responsibility to win, whereas you're lower rank, you've got nothing to lose, right?
Yes. And both of these competitors have competed in Jiu-Jitsu and in MMA, so they're some of the more experienced guys out here in Jiu-Jitsu.
Looks like Jan's looking to get an armbar there, while Rocky was looking to secure some side control. It's one of the beautiful things about jiu-jitsu is where rank actually matters, right? Like it is definitely a stepping stone. It's I know as someone who's gone all the way up in the second degree black belt, and you know, you get that one piece of hockey tape on your belt and all of a sudden you're like Superman for about 3 weeks, right?
Definitely.
Or you get that new fabric around your waist, and it really does mean something. Well, Rocky goes to guard. Kind of got himself into a bit of trouble, but recovered nicely.
I know Rocky likes that guard, but I know that Jan is a very good pressure passer as well. So let's see if he's able to pass Rocky's guard right here.
And what you're looking at here is Jan needs to secure that underhook if he's going to stay on the side. Right here, he's got to watch his ankles. Rocky needs to get on his side a little bit more, unless he's looking to duck underneath with the half guard. Gabb with the guard pass. See, right now, Jan's butt, he's got his butt up a little bit too high. It's problematic, whereas Rocky, see how he's resting his foot on the knee there. That is a technique that I find to be absolutely terrible. Like, it doesn't help you move. It gets you stuck, because Joe Rogan always says, you don't stop the knee on chest. It really doesn't. You got to keep your leg up and stay contact. You have to keep your thigh to stay in contact to the side.
Jan with a beautiful transition. He's in 3/4 mount right now, trying to work for that Americana.
Yeah, Orellana is doing a good job. He's just holding on to the foot. For tournament jiu-jitsu, that's great because he's not surrendering the 3 points for submission only. It's good as well because it's very hard to submit someone when you're in part of their guard. You just can't get that leverage, right? See right here, Jan actually has an ankle lock right here. He can reach up with that hand between the legs and pull the ankle down. I don't know, I think Rocky might have heard me there.
And I know Jan's not a really a strong leg locker either. He's really into those Kimura traps and that top pressure.
Jan looks to carve through again. He needs a little bit of head control here. Rocky looks tired. He's a big dude, so he might be trying to get some air back. And again, there's another, when you trap the arm like that, that ankle could be in a little trouble. It's not as bad there because it's under, but if it's over top, your foot gets stuck. Nice head pressure by Gabb there. I mean, if you're Rocky, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, you're not in a good position, but you're not being submitted. This is not MMA, it's submission only. Rocky's made it back. He's recovered to the close guard. And it's amazing, like someone who's unfamiliar with jiu-jitsu, like this is an exhausting position for both of the competitors. The top player is trying to maintain posture because as long as Jan remains posture, he can put pressure on that closed guard, open it up and pass. You cannot pass a closed guard by definition. Whereas Rocky, on the other hand, it's exhausting because he's trying to break the posture because he can't execute sweeps or submissions without breaking the posture. The fence is getting in a little way of Gabb, but he's made a good job there to move. We're inside the last minute.
Just under a minute left in this competition.
Gabb has been very impressive here. He's had lots of control. You know, it's again one of those things. You know, Orellana looks like the bigger, stronger fighter, but you never know. There's that grappling strength. There's also technique. It's hard for someone off the street to understand how important technique is in jiu-jitsu until they show up at a jiu-jitsu school. We've all had that experience.
Multiple times.
Again, Gabb needs some head control. The position he's in, if he's going for Kimura without that head control, or it's coming out. Orellana could escape right there. Well, Gabb just had an opportunity for the back, but he's thinking MMA. He was going to the mount, but even MMA, you got to take that back. The back is where you want to be. And it's going to overtime.
Again, I heard you prefer the back over the armbar in this situation. Why is that?
especially in nogi, you get sweaty. And when you get sweaty, you slip out of the armbar very easy. The back is actually the ultimate place to be in a jiu-jitsu match. I mean, if you go up the jiu-jitsu ladder, the top position is the back rack. The armbar, you're in a submission, but because you're sweaty, you just fought for 6 minutes and you're in Belize, so it's 1,000 degrees outside, so you're extra sweaty. It's very easy to get out. So see Orellana here, very intelligently decided to take the back. He's got his feet crossed here. Gabb should be submitting him right now. There's a submission right there. There's an ankle lock. If he figure fours his feet, he will cause Orellana to tap from that position. This is what you see because Gabb is a white belt. That's a white belt mistake.
I've suffered from that cross feet submission a couple times, so I definitely know what it feels like.
It certainly
that
hurts,
night.
doesn't it?
It definitely hurts. And it's very confusing.
And it's very surprising the
Yes.
first time it happens to you. Well, Gabb almost escaped there. Still in trouble, but put up a good fight. The longer that someone's in a rear naked, the more tired the form. The longer someone's in a rear naked choke, your forearms get very tired for both competitors,
Yes.
especially in the gi.
Especially in the gi. Lucky for these guys, they don't have to be in the gi in this very nice weather.
Here we go. Gabb chooses the back. He's got his feet crossed too. It's not a smart thing to do.
Both
Oh,
being a lot more
Orellana's
active in
escaping.
escape.
Orellana's escaping.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these athletes a round of applause. And your winner at 40 seconds into overtime by rear naked choke from the War Training Center, Roque Orellana.
Pull up, they hear this sound. They know what's going down. We're like Sully, summerhouse bully. I'm known in town. Before the beat died down. No way I forget.
All right, Rocky. Well, that's your second bout here in Pro FC. I didn't see your first bout. Was your first bout MMA or Jiu-Jitsu?
MMA.
And you were 1-0, so you're 1-0 in MMA. That's fantastic. Well, take us through the match tonight. How's it feel getting that win?
Thank you.
Well, take us through the match.
Well, it was good. Same game plan that I wanted. Just tire him out and go for the overtime.
All right, well, that's the plan. That seems to be the strategy with EBI rules, right? Get to overtime and get that advantage position and do your best to get from there, right? Well, great job, Rocky. Hope we see you again here in Pro FC. And we're going to take a 15-minute break. Next up is MMA.